Daniel's had a few fish try to eat topwater. We restarted the live. I was going to go on TikTok, but decided to stick on YouTube. I don't know which one to throw. So we're tying up right now. Throwing something completely different from what we've been throwing all day.
Yo, bro, you gotta let me eat it. It's tiny.
I got another lure that may work a little bit better. Right now we're throwing a little buzz bait. Already missed one fish on it. Problem was the fish was the same size as my lure. How's it going, Dan? Or D? Can't read.
The other day when I was out here, Justin, you could see those big bull bluegills busting little bugs on the water.
Those are fun to catch on a fly rod.
Yeah. Every time like one of those little dragonflies would land on the water, they would come up and bust it right here in the first corner.
We got something a little bit more finessey than this buzz bait. May have to give it a shot. This may be too much for him.
Hey, there's another one. Let's go.
Another little crappie.
I got 3 now, Justin.
Let's see if we can't get one of these long distance casts. Let's see. Double tap the screen, guys. You had to restart it so that we had some better service. Getting a little fuzzy. Also hear some golfers hitting some bombs near me. That's kind of scary. we're gonna do a lure change real quick. We're gonna throw on this little pepper, a little spicy. Go for a stop recording. So this little pepper, it just moves like a topwater spook. We're gonna throw it in the weeds and see if we can't get something out of there. So, you ever caught a bass with a chili pepper? I think I know where a couple are. Let's try over here in this corner. Keep seeing some swirls. Let's see if that's fish or not. We're trying to catch one on the pepper. Yes, they are chasing this topwater, but they're not taking it. I'm getting lots of follows. It's just too big for them.
I have caught the world's smallest bass. Could literally put him in a tank.
We're trying to get one on topwater. I just don't think it's gonna happen. It's a little tough. Oh shit! Ha 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 ha! As I was saying, we ain't gonna catch one. Look at that. We got a little baby. And we caught this on the pepper. So that's a pepper fish.
Oh my god.
And right as I was saying, I just don't think they're gonna hit that top water. He smoked it. Photoshop.
Dude, these are giant bluegills.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna switch back to something that's a little bit more flashy, a little bit more weedless. Sorry guys, I dropped my bag and had to pick everything up. That was not fun. Very dumb move. Now we got something more weedless tied on. We got the finesse jig back on with the flash J. So this flash J from Fish Arrows, a 3-inch. It's got a holographic foil in there. You can see it shine. Whoa. I just got a good hit. Had to dodge that. We dodged that lure. This one fish, he keeps hitting it. He's little. We're doubled up.
Bro, I saw this one shoot out from the reeds and grab it.
This one did twice. Oh, this guy looks like he's never fished before. Hell, look at any of my channels, any of my videos. Butt dreads, you look like butt dreads. Hell, you don't see what I'm doing. There's a bunch of grass and trash that I'm working my lure through. I watch them. I catch fish out of nothing, out of puddles and ditches. This is just little BS after work going to a golf course pond. Ooh, we got another one. Gotta get him out of the grass. He's just stuck in the grass. There he goes. Ooh, bam. Another one. Again, this is on the TMCO PDL Finesse jig. It looks like a bunch of fuzzy stuff right there. I know it looks like nothing, but when these are brand new, they are very pretty. Got these long silly legs, silicone legs. Let's check it out. And it's tied in, so it's not going to come off. So Thursday, I'm going to go catch some white bass. If I have enough service out there, I'll try to go live. Why are you wearing ear sunglasses? These are bone conduction headphones. So I can still hear the fish, the water, but if I want to listen to music, podcast, whatever, I can still do whatever and hear what's going on around me. You got a boat? So I fish mainly out of a kayak. Technically, I do have a boat, but do I use it? Nah. I normally kayak fish. So this is from Hypes Ups. They're a supplement company out of Victoria, Texas. This grass can be unforgiving. There's a lot of junk in this water we're trying to get through. You have to have a very weedless bait to make it through here. Well, I have a fish looking at it. He ran up and waked on it. Try and cast back over there and catch him. If I can come summertime. I kayak fish all the darn time if I can come summertime. Hell, down here in southeast Texas, it's summertime all the time. We had like a week of winter. Now it's hot again. Let's try go back a little bit.
I let my crappie go. Only had 3.
3 little ones.
Yeah, watch. I let those 3 go, and I'm about to catch a freaking 2-pounder.
Road to 50. I'll be catfishing this spring. Thanks, old. I'll sub to you. But Dreads, what kind of content do you make? You make fishing content?
That hot little afternoon bite, that's it. Oh.
Was he following it?
Dude, he came up and waked under it.
That's what's been happening to me. They'll follow it. They'll get all the way up to it.
You really should have done is taken a bunch of these little bass out.
Yeah. This pond really needs to have about 500 bass taken out of it. We're in Southeast Texas.
Like, how many of these little ones have we caught, Justin? Probably like 20.
Oh, I've caught at least 10 to myself.
Yeah.
Or more of these little tiny ones, and I had that one good fish come off.
This pond used to be really good. Remember how we used to come here and catch like 2 and 3 pounders?
Constantly 2 and 3s. Now it's like baby fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, this pond needs a little bit of pond management.
2 5-pounders in a day here.
Show your rod. So we're using a BFS rod. It's actually got, it's hard to tell, but that is Naruto stuff going all the way across it. Let's see. So this is a 7-foot light action rod. This is something that I built. Carbon fiber grips, carbon fiber foregrips, carbon fiber fighting butt. This is the Uni Lock foregrip. You can feel every bite, every bump. You can feel every bite, every bump. What's up, Joey? Dang, I gotta answer this call. Man, I hate that. All right, we're back. My wife called. Sorry about that. I gotta pick her up from work, so I'm out here wasting time till she gets off work. Hey, you know what I'm about to do, Daniel? We're about to make a run for it. I'm gonna run to that front pond. I haven't caught nothing out of there in a while, but I used to smoke little bass out of there.
Yeah. I went there the other day and I had a couple of bites.
I'm gonna try it before it gets too dark.
Yeah.
Old ball and chain checking up on you. Yeah, we carpooled today. Luckily, we work near each other, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna check out your videos, Butt Dreads. Daniel got a crappie behind us. So I probably caught somewhere between 10 and 15 little tiny bass. I caught quite a few before I ever started live streaming. And the bite just kind of died down here recently, but it's all tiny fish. I had one 5-pounder. He popped off at the bank as I was trying to slide him across the top of some grass. Now I'm using a BFS rod, so I really didn't have the power to bring him in. I wanted to jump in. And grab that thing. North of Mississippi. Hell yeah. See, I'm down here in Southeast Texas. I'm on the border of Louisiana and Texas. So I mean, we got that swampy water. Every body of water out here's got alligators. There's alligators in these ponds. Yeah, I mainly fish the rivers and the swampy stuff. That's some of my favorite stuff. But down here, because we're on the Gulf Coast, we fish for everything. We fish for everything. Redfish, bass, crappie, trout, like speckled trout, not a rainbow trout. We ain't got them. Too hot. Flounder, all your saltwater species that are in Texas, and then we also, everything freshwater, we go for it as well. Just caught my limit of crappie from the bank last week. Then like 2 days after that, went and almost got a limit of white bass. Now we're out here just a week later catching bass. My PB is like an 8-pounder. It's actually, it's in my videos. I caught it on a glide bait that I painted. But I say like an 8-pounder because I didn't have a scale with me like a dumbass. Zion THC Lion. THC Lion. Some reason I like that. I'm a fan of the THC myself. 10-6, good God. Was that in public water? That's insane. All right, we finally made it to the last pond. Let's see what we can catch, or if we can catch anything. So this pond, it's dried up a couple times, so I don't have a lot of faith in it. We went through a pretty bad drought last year. Oh yeah, in Florida, that makes more sense. Fishing with Tito. Oh, McWalleye. Man, I need to screenshot these or something so I can go back and sub to y'all. If y'all sub to me, I'll sub back. Ugh. There we go. I just screenshotted y'all's name so I can try and back and sub later. How y'all doing? Where you from, Jay? Oh, it's been going pretty good. I mean, it's been a slower day, but still funner than being at work. I was at work the other half of the day. Yeah, like it's going to be 50-50 if this, I am at a golf course, but this pond dried up about a year ago, so I don't know if there's any fish in here now. Sweet. Thank you for the sub. It's pretty cool as we were fishing with someone that, but we do talk to the workers. So that's how we were able to come out here. So I don't golf. I actually run a supplement store. I sell supplements. But the owners let us come out here on days that it's closed, as long as we're respectful and we don't trash anything and we pick stuff up. Closest Bass Pro Shop to me is about 2 hours away. So what we do is we just come out here and we fish only on days they're closed, and if they tell us to leave, then we actually just pick up and go. Got to be very respectful so they keep letting us come back. I may be ripped now, but I'm telling you, I used to be about 20 pounds heavier and more ripped. I used to compete in bodybuilding. Now I just gotta say fit. So we have 2 golf courses that let us do this, but again, we can't like go around being like, "Hey, you can come here whenever." No, you have to be respectful. You gotta, be really nice to these people because at any moment they tell you to leave and never come back and trespass you if you do. So what I always do is I tell people, call the owners of if you want to fish, ask if you can go on days that they're. If they try to tell you something like, "Hey, it's a liability issue," tell them you'll print out a liability waiver. Just go Google one, print one out real fast. We used to do this with BMX stuff all the time. I used to ride BMX for doing shows around for the police departments. Like I got one little tattoo and it's some handlebars. And so the same thing I do for golf courses, I do the same thing for, the same thing I do for BMX, I do for golf courses. We'll print out a liability waiver and let them have that liability waiver, sign it, and then they'll let us fish. Yeah, what brand does he make for Bass Pro Shop? We're fishing for bass. Now, this pond I'm fishing right now, it dried up. Not completely dry, but pretty close to dry about a year ago. So I'm just testing here before I go home. We done caught a few bass at some other ponds. This is like my last shot, last spot before I head out. But because this pond dried up, I really don't know. I don't make the waivers. I print out waivers that are already made. There are thousands online. But if the golf course tries to make up a reason why you can't come, try to accommodate that reason. If they say you can't come because of this, try to fix it. So if they say you need a waiver because these golfers sign a waiver saying if they get hit by a golf ball, they can't get sued. So you need the same thing for you to fish out there. And so because we offered that to them, what they said was instead of, hey, get out of here, what they started with, they said, well, here's what we'll do. We'll meet in the middle. You can come on days it's closed. And so that's where we met in the middle with 2 different golf courses. But I was willing to print it out and bring it up to them. Because we ran into the same issue with BMX, because we have this giant ramp that we'd bring out and we'd do shows for police stations, schools, anything you'd think of. Well, the only thing that had big parking lots that would let us ride is churches, and we'd have to fill out these liability waivers. All right, we're probably about to call this quits and get out of here. It's starting to get a little cold. It was 70 degrees earlier. Now it's like 50. Daniel's calling it quits. That's DD Fishing if y'all want to go give a subscribe to him. All right, so I need to subscribe to Fishing with Tito. I need to go check out Old McWalleye. I'm going to screenshot his name again. So right now we're using the 12. I also have a 7 that finally kicked the bucket. I like the 12, but I'll be honest, I'm probably looking into switching over to DJI or something. My problem with GoPros is I hate that they overheat like that. All right, making sure I screenshot y'all's username so I can go back and subscribe later. So I just recently started getting more into the lives. I have a 7 too. My 7 finally kicked the bucket. I used it for so long that the buttons wore off. And then I dropped it in the water a few times. So now it's like super glitchy and I'm trying to resurrect it. Been keeping it in some rice. Fuck, you're right. I'm glad Daniel said something because I almost walked off without my bag. I was about to go set my phone and stuff in the truck. Do you like vodka? I like just about anything. There's not much I don't like. I do like vodka though. I like most alcohols. I'm not like anti anything. Even if I tell you something's gross, whether that be food, alcohol, something, I'll still eat it. I'm not picky. So Little D Fishing is Danny. He's in a lot of the videos with me. Easiest way to explain it is he's the Vietnamese guy in all my videos. People recognize him from my videos more than me. So go subscribe to Little D Fishing. His brother is DD Fishing. So you got DD Fishing and Little D Fishing. DD Fishing is a professional, like a real professional. He's a professional red fisherman. And that's actually who's in that truck right over there. So Danny and Daniel, very confusing, I know, but they're brothers. So DD Fishing is a professional red fisherman and Little D Fishing is his little brother. And Daniel, DD Fishing, he fishes out of the Elite Series for redfish. All right, we're back to the truck. So we actually have 2 kayaks in the back of the truck right now. So we finally made it back to the vehicle. And thank you guys for sticking around. I'm gonna go back and check out all y'all's channels. Yeah, Little D Fishing's running behind, but he has tons of footage. All right, guys. I'm gonna end this live. I gotta answer a phone call real quick. All right, thank you guys for chiming in. Later. It's been extraordinary fishing.